Hi, my name is Amani Jessica, and this is Havana TV. Feel free to interact with us on our social media platforms at Havana TV Facebook, Havana TV Twitter, and Havana TV Instagram. So today, I want, first of all, for you to take a deep thought into how very often do you give gratitude for the things we do consider basic in life. Things like life itself, things like good health, things like the ability to have all your body parts intact and working well for that matter. So as you think about that, I'm going to take you through a very inspiring story of a phenomenal lady who was born with a disability, but through that, she used that as her superpower. She turned her disability into actual inability. So come along with me. We're going to the interiors of Kitengela, where we're going to meet with this lady, and she's going to give us her story. Mariam Njero is a mother, content creator, motivational speaker, a business lady, and has been an advocate for the rights of people living with disabilities.
I reside in Kitengela. I am a mother of one boy, he's Samuel Baraka, and I'm able differently. Like you see, I was born without arms, and I normally use my feet since my childhood. Yeah, I was born in one village in Embu County. Yeah, that's where I was born. I interacted with normal children. My siblings are okay by the way. They have all parts of the body. It's only me in my home.
Because of her disability and her inability to blend with the rest of the kids at school, her mother decided to take her to a children's home where she could be with the kids of her like in order for her to feel she has a place she belonged.
I was taken to a normal school first when I was young, but later on they found that I need some special attention, so which led my mom to take me to a children's home that has kids with physical needs, like different disabilities. So that's where I grew up. So actually, even what led my mom to take me to a children's home is because of the criticisms she was getting from the society. And for me, okay, I used to feel bad, yes, and my mom felt like I'll feel sorry for myself when I'm seeing everyone else has everything, it's only me. So she felt like when I go to a children's home that has people with different disabilities will motivate me and help me to see that I'm not alone. Yes, for me I felt like the family is neglecting me in a way, but it's because I was young by then. I couldn't understand the reason my mom is taking me there. But she really wanted me to accept myself and to understand who I am, which really helped me. Yeah. So being in a children's home also helped me a lot because I learned how to be independent. Yeah, as you've seen, I've learned how to use my feet to cook, to wash, to iron clothes. I do everything. I can say like 98% what everyone does with the arms, I do it with my feet.
Going through school, Mariam encountered massive discrimination and bullying from fellow pupils like she has never belonged, taking from the fact that her parents gave her out to a children's home. She, however, never gave up, hence her great efforts in school where she successfully passed her examinations.
And I started normal classes like nursery school. I went to class 1. There in the village, but later on I moved to the urban area where I joined still another children's home, now still with kids with physical different disabilities. Yeah, that's where I schooled from class 1 to class 8. What really made my mom felt like I don't fit in a school that has people who are okay. I mean, pupils who are okay, is because she found out that mostly the kids there could remove my clothes and want to see how I will put them on. So it really made me feel bad for myself. Sometimes I would carry food. Maybe I carry food to school, and then they would take that tin and maybe put it at a higher place so that I can't reach it. So, and many are times that kids would want to do things for me, like laugh at me. Sometimes they are like, they do something for me that would make me feel so bad. I went to high school, still in Embu. But in Embu, I didn't do my Form 1 to Form 4. I only joined Form 1. Then I was transferred to a school with for students with special needs in high school. It's in Thika. It's called Joytown Secondary School. That's why now I did my Form 4 exams, and I passed well. And yes, I joined college afterwards. Actually, I pursued 3 courses. I pursued ICT, diploma in human resource management, and diploma in sales and marketing management.
With getting into college, like any other young girl, Mariam fell in love.
I got someone and I was in a relationship and we got along so well for the next 5 years. That was in 2009 to, for like 5 years there, to 2015. When we were together, it was really an amazing moment. For us, we didn't start like people in love because, okay, let me say this. When I was in college, I was a very naive girl. Like, I didn't know anything about love. So I just thought that he's a friend. It's love that grew. It grew from one step to another. And we got a kid together, but the relationship didn't work. So I was left to be a single mom. The relationship just ended. It ended, it's like that. Like, we are not in touch, not in any communication. We are just apart. Like, everyone is living his or her life. I'm living my life, he's living his life. I would say, one, peer pressure led to a breakup. To a lot of, another pressure was mostly from the relative side. And because they felt like I would be able to do the activities that a normal woman does in the village there. When I gave birth, it really led to a lot of mixed reactions, whereby people felt like we are a burden to him. And by then, none of us had a job. None of us was earning, like we were really struggling to put food on the table. So for now, I'm not in a relationship. And I don't have a very good reason for it, but I normally say that the right time will come, yeah, and the right person will come. One thing I would say for able differently people, it's not that easy because of the perception out there. It's not easy to secure a job. In those days, I remember, I know there was no much awareness of disability and everything. So it was really a hassle. It was really a struggle for me to get an internship because there were some challenges like dressing code at times. Sometimes people could not believe that I can handle a computer. They thought that I can break it since I'm using my feet to type and everything. So it was not that easy. So I really struggled in Nairobi after college. I also tried to do some house help jobs, like to sustain myself. I also tried to do some sales job. I was selling supplements, and you know, for supplements you have to go look for clients, things like those. Yeah, just to sustain me. Here I am now, yeah, living life to the fullest. And I normally say that I'm not limited. I know life is so challenging, but I'm not limited. I'm an outgoing person, and I'm this person who is a go-getter, and I like so much interacting with people, and also mentoring other different people, also mothers who have kids with disabilities, so that they can be able to raise their kids in a way that these kids will become important people in the society, and also for the mothers to know that disability is not an illness, it's a condition, and anyone can be in any condition. I would say it was really an amazing time for me, very amazing. Reason being, when I was young, me being the firstborn in our family, we are 6 of us, so I'm the firstborn, and my mom taught me to raise the other kids. Like anytime I would go home, my mom would tell me, you are the one responsible for these kids, like make sure you feed them, you fetch water. She even taught me how to nap the kid and feed the kid, you get.
So you already knew the ins and outs?
Yes, so the mom had already taught me how to do so many things, because she usually told me, like, one day, it will reach one day, I will not be there for you. I will not be there for you. Like, what will you be doing? Like, I won't live with you forever. Like, a time will come, you'll become a mother, so you need to learn these things. Yeah, so when it came to my son, I found it very easy for me to nap him, to feed him, to breastfeed him. Was really an amazing time for me. It's only that when I was pregnant, that's the time I received a lot of stories, and like people are telling me that I'll give birth to a kid who looks like me. People could tell me, you're giving yourself a lot of burden, now you are like this, you need assistance from people, and you still now want to get a kid, why don't you abort? Things like those. You get things that could make me feel so bad, demean me in a way. But you see, for me, I'm a very strong person. Like, I'm this person, like, I'm a woman like any other woman. Yeah, there is nothing I can't do. For persons living with disabilities, their life is very expensive per se. Like for me, if I can talk about my side, you find that there are some times I need assistance, and this assistance is supposed to cost me. And at times, I'm unable to raise maybe money, like to get someone to assist me. So, like, the time my son was young, and I remember there are these times I would want to take him to clinic. So I need someone to go with me to the clinic. Like, I needed someone who will help me maybe to tie my son. For me, okay, so she has to be there for me mpaka turudi. So at times you don't have even funds like to facilitate such times, and that thing demeans you so much, because that's where now the mind of like the mind of and the feeling of like, wow, kumbe I'm different from other people. That's where these now feelings come. One time I was going to town, and for me, when I reach at the bus terminus, I need like someone to hold me when entering into a matatu. And so every matatu could come, and they would ask like, utaongeza fare nikikushika, like, will you add some money? And some would even like see me and just go. And sasa nakimbizana na time, because where I want to go nafaa nifike on time. And here people hawataki kunibeba. You know, it's really, okay, it was not a nice feeling for me. So I felt so bad, like, am I not supposed to use matatus like any other person, or what is happening? I felt so bad until I remember one matatu stopped, and the driver was so mad, and he was like, mnajua naweza watoa nyinyi wote huku na nimbebe peke yangu mpaka tao, you know. Akashuka, akanichukua, akaambia, he told someone, nikurudishie fare, shuka, wacha yeye akae. So the driver really felt it, and that experience was so bad for me. Challenges are there are those moments, very low moments, And I would say that these moments, not only me, maybe who, not because I'm the way I am, that's why I went through them, but I know many people go through also the low moments. But you see, for someone like me, sometimes I feel it's so extreme. It's extreme, yes, because kama someone else, ukiamka, you don't need someone like to pick something for you hapo juu ufanye nini. You don't need someone to bring water for you to the bathroom, you know, such things. Like you can do anything you want, you can go anywhere you want. But you see, for me, I need that assistance. Like there is a percentage of me that I can't afford to be alone. So yeah, such thing makes me sometimes feel very, very low for myself. But I normally say I'm a strong person, and I always like finding something that will strengthen me. And at times also something that makes me and motivates me, I would say, is my son. My son is this boy who, anytime he's in school, he thinks about me. And I know he thinks about me because when he comes from school, the first thing he asks at the gate is, "Mom in? How is mom?" So when he comes and finds me alone, he's like, "Mom, umekuwa peke yako? Have you eaten?" You know, such things. So I would say he really motivates me and makes me feel like I really feel like I have someone with me, feel complete. I somehow feel so complete. Yeah, because mostly he can come and tell me, "Mom, let me warm the food for you, let me do this for you, let me," okay, at the end of it all, I'll forget that there is something I've gone throughout the day, and that now I'm complete. So my son, yes, he completes me in a way. Yes. To persons living with disabilities, I would say one thing, you need to find yourself and know who you are, know what you're capable of doing, and do it to the fullest. You really need to accept yourself, accept just who you are, and just know that disability is just a condition. It's not like an illness. It's a condition you find yourself in, and anyone can find his or herself in any condition. So yeah, having a disability should not limit you to not do what you are supposed to do. You're supposed to just keep going, keep loving yourself, do whatever you know you can do best. If you don't have legs, use your hands to your best. If you know that maybe you don't have arms like me, use your legs to your very best. And what I would say that me, I normally say, as long as your brain is okay, so there is nothing much you can't do. And again, I would want to say to maybe to the society and the people that surrounds people with disabilities that one, they should not they should stop feeling like feeling mercy, like feeling oye for them. Like what I would say, it's good for them to motivate, just motivate us. When you see me doing something positive, or when you feel like you can motivate me to keep going, you give me your support, motivate me to keep going, so that I can just forget about my disability and just know that, oh, kumbe I'm just like you. Kumbe I can do whatever you're doing also to keep going. So that's what I would say to my fellow people, that we are just like you. There is nothing we can't do. It's only that we do it differently.
For Havana TV, I am your host, Amani Jessica.